Speaking of polling, that same firm, DHM, is also out now with numbers on the Portland City Council race between incumbent Joanne Hardesty and challenger Rene Gonzalez, a lawyer. The Oregonian reports that the poll shows 50% of likely voters in Portland would pick Gonzalez, 26% would pick Hardesty, 25% still undecided. The two debated today. KGW and the Portland City Club hosted. One of the topics that came up was charter reform. Our David Molko was the moderator and joins us now. David?
And Pat, one of the candidates was pretty clear on how they plan to vote. The other said yes, they made a decision, but then refused to make that decision public. So let's hear first from Rene Gonzalez.
At this moment in time, I'm a no. I think it is too complex to implement, potentially too expensive. And a number of provisions are experimental, at least in the United States. They have been adopted overseas. Having said that, I think the city is clamoring for charter reform. I would like to compare side by side what Mr. Mapps will propose as early as next week, compare the two side by side, and then make a final decision at that point. But right now, I'm a no.
I don't think elected leaders should be trying to tip the scale one way or the other, which is why my vote on this issue is not, I'm not going to tell you.
Have you decided?
I have.
All right, but you're not going to reveal which way
I'm not going to
you're
reveal
going.
because, again, I respect too much the time that the charter commissioners have spent out talking to people. I'm really excited. We're having a lot of exciting community conversations around charter change, and I don't want whether I'm a yes or no, to actually weigh at all in how people interact with this ballot measure.
Okay, in all fairness, I did try a couple times there. I also asked the candidates if the measure fails, how they'd work within the current system to make it more efficient and effective. You can watch how they answer as well as the entire debate right now. That's on our KGW YouTube channel. All right, we also wanted to touch on another topic that is getting a lot of attention over the past couple weeks. Rene Gonzalez hit with a $77,000 fine by the city's small donor elections program, which says he took a deeply discounted rent for his campaign office downtown and then didn't report it. His campaign paying $250 a month for a space elections officials say has a fair market value closer to $7 grand. Gonzalez maintained that the state of downtown is, quote, dismal right now, he says, and that landlords are desperate for anything they can get. So I asked him if the same rules that apply to everybody else should also apply to him. Here's what he said.
Downtown is facing some very unique challenges in our collective difficulties with crime and homelessness. Landlords can't fill first floor vacancies right now on the commercial side. So the rules absolutely apply to me. We have a disagreement in interpreting the regs with the city right now. That's the extent of it. It's a technical disagreement. It is not a philosophical one.
So from here, does this mean, I guess, what happens next for you? The city rejected, I guess, your request for reconsideration. What are you planning next?
We will appeal. On advice of council, we will appeal.
And if you lose that appeal, what then?
We will continue to go through the process of getting an outside review of that. And then if determined we're required to pay, we'll pay.
All right, not sure about that outside review there. One final big topic, though, Pat, there are so many we could talk about. Commissioner Joanne Hardesty's historically contentious and fractured relationship with the Portland Police Bureau. Accusations against each other have come from both sides, in a few that really heated up during the 2020 protests. So I asked Hardesty how she would describe her current relationship with the Bureau and if she believes she can still be an effective leader when it comes to police reform.
I do believe I am a very effective leader when it comes to police reform. I meet regularly with Chief Lavelle, and I meet regularly with Deputy Chief Fromm. I also meet regularly with all the first responder bureaus as we roll out Portland Street Response. I will say that it was horrifying to be targeted by the police for a false allegation that, as Transportation Commissioner, would have actually made me unfit for my job. And so there were 3 police officers that were disciplined, 2 911 operators, and because of the widespread, that information went wild. And that's why I had to sue Portland Police Association to hold them accountable for having their president set me up for false prosecution.
Kind of leaves you wanting to hear more, right? Well, don't worry. Highlights from the debate are coming up at 7 on a special edition of Straight Talk, including much more about the candidates' plans to improve public safety and policing and how they think they can tackle homelessness. Again, we've got the entire debate, about 90 minutes start to finish, up right now on KGW.com and our KGW YouTube channel.